Hello everybody, how are you today? Here we are. Gosh, can't believe that January's nearly finished and we're up to day 29, reveal. So, I have done a bit of pre-work so that I kind of know what I'm doing instead of just flying by the seat of my pants. So, I've got this old, it's called the Australian Gardener. I picked it up in an op shop when I was on holidays down south for a few dollars, which was lovely. The paper's a little bit shiny, but it's got these beautiful black and white, it's all just black and white images of different, what's this one? A fine native tea tree. Leptospermum caetalili. Anywho, I'm going to make the tag. So reveal. So we're going to have, I just have to decide how wide I want my tag. What I've done is I've glued one of the writing papers. I've just folded it in on itself so it's double, and I've just torn the margin off. And now I need to decide how wide I want my tag, but I think I'm going to cut down that side of the, it's a wax flower. There we have them here in Australia, native ones. So I'm going to cut along the edge of that diagram. And, oh, what's on the back here? A golden bellflower. Oh, the golden bell shrub. Highly ornamental, deciduous, free-flowering shrubs from China and Japan. Beautiful. So that'll be the back. And what I've done with this, I've actually, oh, it's not glued it right at the edges. I've glued two pieces together, and I've got a piece of my glue book, so I've got three. So once the glue dries, that'll be nice and sturdy for my tag. Now let's put this back on here. Do we want, how much do we want? Actually, I can trim that closer to the foliage there. I'm going to sew around the edge of my tag today. And I reckon if I go, so if I cut it at the edge of the writing there, I think that might be a good width. Oh, 3.5. Perfect. It's definitely a good width. Good width. And that's going to go on there. Is that too wide? No, because I'm going to put something in there as well. So now we just need to decide, well, we can take all of that margin off the bottom of them both. Of both pieces. And what are we left with? 7, not quite 7.5. I might just take the margin just off that. Trying to visualize how much does that make it if I take just the margin off. 6 and a bit. Yeah, that's not too tall. That's not too tall. Oh, do you know what? If I glued it together, I wouldn't be having this problem. Just down the side, I can glue the top and bottom after. Let's see if we're going to work today. Possibly not. Very fickle. I think it's just the weather. It just doesn't like these fine tips. There we go. sure the bottom's lined up. And now it's not going to move when so if I take it to there, is that an okay size tag? I think so, and that it makes it's just under 7, so 3.5 by not quite 7. And now I can, oh no, I'm going to do my tag dooflickies. Grab my skeezers. Oops, oh, it's dropped down. Oh no, got it. All good. If maybe wanted a bit bigger. Or not. Let's just go with this one. It's a good show. I did do these angles because they were the ones that I was doing most often, so that's why I made that little gift tag the way it is. I just threw that other piece on the floor. Awesome. Okay, now I can just, actually I might go in here, so and along the bottom of this one. So my tag is fairly simple. I've got these 2 bits. I think we used one of that yesterday. When I sew, I just want to put a bit of that bit, or this bit, or do I get something else? No, that one's too fine. I don't think we want gauze at the top. No, we don't. We could put it inside it. Like, that'd be lost. Let's stay with this one. So I need to just put a little bit of, just to hold it there, because it tends to move when I sew. So I'm just going to put a little bit down there for that side. Oop. And then a bit here. For this side. And I'm going to sew around the outside. Oh, I didn't ink this. Do I need to ink it? It actually doesn't look too bad, actually. Sometimes you just don't need to ink, but I do need to ink the outside, which I'll do after I've sewn, because otherwise it goes all over my sewing machine, and we don't want that. So, and then I want, why is that, that's me? Oh no, it's just me. Sorry. So while that's drying, we rejected this yesterday, but we're going to use it today. It's thick enough. I'm going to make like a little 3-fold thing. And how wide do we want it? I've pulled out, I've got flowers and butterflies and labels and things, so that I'm not going through everything. And we can have it, no, we can't have it any wider. What did I say? That was 3.5. So if we make this 3, is that too, no, that's too wide. 2 3/4. Yep. I might even use one of these on the inside for writing. I just saw that there as I was poking the paper away. Now I want this on the outside, so I'm just going to make it. I'm not measuring. I'm just going to go. Okay, I want it about there. About there. And then this bit will come over. I'm not going up, right up to the, I didn't cut that straight, yes I did. I'm not folding it right up to that, the edge there. I'm going to fold it back a bit. And I'm going to have it open like that. That's perfect. Well, let's trim 2 of these out so that they can go inside for writing space. Okay, so I'm still flying by the seat of my pants. Thought I had it all organised. I didn't. That's okay. That's what crafting is, isn't it? Have an idea and then you end up with a completely different end product. But that is creativity, and that's what we love. And that's it's very good for your brain and for your body. It helps regulate the hormones. So I don't know if you didn't know, I'm actually a creative arts therapist. So when I run like mind body type workshops, you know, but they're all crafting. So you know, we do bookmaking, whatever. But the idea is that you really do forget about the world while you're doing this crafting stuff, and how good it is for your body, because it it increases the happy hormones. And right, maybe we might make it skinnier, or do we want it like that? How's it look? How's it look in here? I'm just going to have it sort of poking out like that. Could be a tiny bit skinnier, just a wee bit, just a wee bit. That makes it 2.5, and this was an A4 sheet, so it was just, oh, and it had the edges trimmed off because that was my printer. So let's glue I've come to the end of my glue stick, so using the spatula to get out. There's so much glue left in the bottom of these glue sticks, isn't there? It's far too much. Let's go here, roughly. And it's not going to look straight anyway because the back of this printing was uneven. So it won't matter if I'm a little bit crooked, or far too much again, Mandy, because the eye won't see it. So yes, you'll hear me talk when I teach my classes, and like have a weekly watercolour. Oh, actually I do 3 now. Starting next week there'll be 3 a week because it's gotten so popular. And they're just simple classes, and it doesn't matter if you've never done it or if you're an expert and you just want to come and socialise. Everyone people just seem to love the classes. And oops, let's make it at least kind of level with the other one, because then it will look weird, won't it? There we go. Okay. Oh, got a bit of glue on there. It's all good. So this is going to, we might even put that on now. Oh no, we won't. This needs to go on the end. But we are going to be using these little, what did I say? They're actual Velcro, mini Velcro dots. That's, oh no, they could go on now, because that's not going to get covered over. So I like to stick them together. Oh, hold on. I need a back and a front. That will make a lot easier. There we go. A hook and a loop. There we go. And then I can just poke that roughly there and close it down. And I am doing that because as I decorate, I don't want to cover that over. And they're pretty good. There. As you can see, I mean, I've only stuck it right down. I don't have to glue it or anything. It's good. Okie dokie. So, what am I going to do? I've got a bit of cheesecloth, or butter muslin, the packet said. I just say cheesecloth. Maybe only a little bit. Anyway, what I've got, oh, that's from the other. Let's have a look-see here. Instead of me going through my whole lot, I've just got a few things. So I've got some, we want a butterfly. Let's close it up. We want a butterfly. Big. Far too big. Those ones are too big. Maybe I might keep it neutral. Go with that one. And these are just those washi things. I've hardly used these, but maybe that one because I could cut that down. Just to, yeah, those two are too big. That makes that easy. Trim this. Good. As she drops it. It's going to be slightly, well, that can wrap around the, oh no, it can go this way. Oh, it can go that way and it'll fit. Perfect. It'll look weird with that little bit, so we'll take that off. Could even poke that a little bit under here. Maybe, we'll see. And I've got, these are, now we'll put this back. And this one. Otherwise they just stay on my desk and I'm just hopeless. So a couple of years ago I sat and I just had a table in a Word document, like, you know, your word processing, and I just did all these different fonts and wrote addresses and prices and, you know, bits, just random numbers. Oh no, that's not one of them. Here, random addresses, just things, item numbers, maths equations, which could be anything, who knows, right? Model, and I just like lots of different fonts. It just, yeah, it took me ages. And then, but what I do is I then print it onto usually a digital paper in the background. So I print the digital paper and then I print this on there, and then I take forever. So you can see I've done this on a sort of pink one and a you know, well, this is all the same paper, but it was sort of fairly neutral. And then this greeny one, and yeah, then I cut them all up. So I've got them in a box. And you really don't have to think too much, because I can just go, oh, actually I want a neutrally colour one, and I can just go like that, because it doesn't really matter what's on it, if that makes sense. Anyway, something fun to do in front of the telly, and then as you just look around, you go, oh, you'll be looking at something on the net and it'll have some weird, address. You go, oh, okay. Well, these ones, you just like, I used to just go like that on the numbers and get whatever number I get. Anyway, sorry, I digress. And these are the blank labels. I just use my all different stamps and just fill them up. Right, so I'm thinking I might want that. Actually, that can go over the top there. Is that too big? We might want an even tinier one, which I have, not in this box. I have got in here the same ones, but I just printed them even smaller. And these ones I just randomly, oops, that should come. Oops, they're not coming out. They don't want to come out and play. There we go. Now we've got some. So this is just like a background stamp. I'll just stamp the whole thing and then just cut it out. Oh, there was. See, I thought I was organised. I'm not. I can remember there was a little. Is it in here? There's a Tracy label. Look, there's a little tiny one. There we go. Perfect. Done. Put them away. Good girl. Okay, and then we can have our butterfly. We might, I think which gauze do we want? That one? That one? No, I think the lighter one. This is the one that was just old and had gone yellow by itself that I found at work. Obviously hadn't been stored properly to turn yellow. Right. And we have, oops, do a flutterby. And then I was thinking I'd have maybe just this one. This one, see, all I've done is type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So like it's just nonsense. It's nothing. It's just it was the different types that I was actually looking at. I think that one there. And I've also the same thing. I just had a table that filled up a word page, and inside them, I've done like the months, the days, words that I use all the time. Where? Here it is. I kept the box out so I could show you. So some of them are from scrapbook paper and things, but these are better because I left more space around them. But these ones, this is, and I just, all the words, the words and things that you use all the time. So somewhere between here and there, I found happiness. And, garden, I'd rather make an impact on your heart than your eyes. Today I'm excited about everything. And then it's just got like, I'm lucky, memories, there's lucky again, start somewhere. She sees possibility everywhere. And so I just filled up the whole sheet and then I just cut them out. So, and that way, when you buy the little packs of words, there's always some that you just never use because you think, no, that doesn't resonate with me. And they just sit there, you just don't use them. So this way, by doing this yourself, they'll always get used. All right, let's do some inking and sticking. Ink and stink. Ink and stick. Ink and stick. So I won't be saying that fast 3 times. Oh dear, what a wally. So I can, oh no, I'll leave that long. I was going to trim that down a little bit, but then the word will get completely lost, so that won't be any good. Oh no, that's all cut out nicely on my Cricut, so I don't need to worry about that. And sorry, someone just sent me a message. So right, we'll get rid of that. And do I want to round the corners? No, I don't. Let's start. Let's just start gluing. Too much procrastination. I might have to, if I want that over, I'm going to have to put something on the back. So let's just choose a random one the same size. Here we go, random number. It's already got its corners cut off, so that's good. Because this is just copy paper. If I leave it out there, it's just going to get torn. There we go. And we were putting that on like that. It's the wrong way. Oops. Come on. Doesn't want to come off. It's like, I'll teach you for cutting me in half. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to go like that and fit all on there. It's cute, the washi. I've been trying to use them up because, but you can see through them. It's nice. And we'll put this little one down the bottom there. And then we've got this. I really only do that just to, it might be a bit big. Let me just trim that down a tad. That's only just to kind of hold it in place. Oop, now I can't get it apart. There we go. So if I was doing these again, the only thing I'd do differently is I made them all the same, like they're all exactly the same size. So I would change that and have, you know, so that they're different lengths. I mean, things like with, like I use my, is it the Tim Holtz, which one's it? With all the numbers and letters on it. There's a couple of them. I use those all the time, but sometimes, you know, that's not convenient. So you use the ones that you use all the time, like, you know, the figure 1, 2, 3, like they're just cute. And so, you know, do a figure 1, 2, 3, and I'm just going to actually, I don't know if I want those little berries. I'm just going to, oh, I can rip it. have the little bit of greenery down there. We can have, I had some of this cotton. Oh no, we've got all that gauze. It doesn't matter, does it? No, you can't see it. Okay. Let's take my butterfly off. Which way do I want you to go? That way or that way? Maybe in. And we've got our little remember. That could probably go there. But it needs that. Oh, here we go. Let's cut a little tiny snippet of this off. Oh, no, not that. It needs to be wider. Rough it up. I'll teach you a bit of curtain lace. Okay, good roughing up. Remember, because that's what we're doing when we're journaling, isn't it? Remembering. Righty-hoo. I think that's enough, don't you? It just needs an ink around the edge. I need to use the other glue. The art glitter glue didn't stick it. That's okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm not going to put anything on the back, but that will open up and reveal, dun dun dun, a little bit of journaling space or a little tiny photo, and that will go into there. So you reveal it by taking it out. You reveal it when you open it, and you also reveal those lovely wax flowers on the background. Now, I'm just going to turn the camera off and I'm going to sew around and I'll be right back. Here we go. I decided to use one of my built-in stitches just to make it look a little bit different. And we can pop this into there. Like that with the remember sticking out. Awesome. So that is my tag today for reveal. Now we need to, let's cross that off. Put these other things away. And we need to do depth or antique. Which one? Okay, I had to zoom away so that I could go through my stuff. So I'm going to do, put that one aside, up there. I'm going to do antique, and I've just pulled out stuff. So I've got printables from the Graphics Fairy, which, as you know, are all oldie stuff, or mostly is antique or vintage. This is from Roxy Creations. Remember, I haven't used that. This little book is German, and it's from 1862. I got it at a second-hand shop, and I love the typeface. So I've pulled a page out of that. But then I remembered I've got my old music, that's actually antique. Oh, that's just normal stuff. It's just to look old. That would be vintage out of my mum's stuff. You can tell it's more detailed than the ones you buy today. But that would only be vintage. But look at this one. Let me get something behind it. Oh, the desk. See, I haven't taken it out. This one is, I don't even want to touch it. I need to scan it because it would be awesome. It's so fine. I'm not going to take it out because it'll just rip. But it's even got all little, what do they call that? Foxing or something. I think must have been in a book. It's like lace. So I'm not using that one today. Just found it. Thought I'd show you. So I'll put that back. Ugh. And I've got these packs come from Which Craft Do You Do? And they're just old papers. Look, I can see this is rag paper. I can tell without even opening it. And so there's some papers in there that we can use. This is a scan of an old receipt from 1903. So that's antique. This is out of my mum's stash. I might use that. There's old place cards. Look at this beautiful thing. Can you see the embossing? I'll just go like that. It's so fine. And the edge, it just cut beautifully. It's come apart, but I'll have to scan this. And it's got New Year wishes to, which is blank, with hearty greetings and sincere good wishes for the new year. And that gorgeous little painting, this black and white print, but that's like they've embossed the frame. How sweet is that? Oh, she paid $8 for it. I found all this stuff, unbelievable really. And this, look at this, to greet my love. Hasn't been used. It's all gone yellow with age. What does that say? I can't even read that. Oh, it's a reproduction of an antique from the Boston Childhood Museum. They've got like scripty writing, very hard to read. So that's a reproduction of an old antique one. But Mum's had it for a while though, because it's obviously had something sitting in there because it's gone yellow. Anywho, they're ones for me to. Oh, we might use that. Oh no, I want to scan it before I use it. Put it back up there with the other little cards. She's got all these other little dolls and oh my God, it just goes on and on. I just found all these little cards. Yeah, she just liked collecting them, never used them or anything, which is a shame. But that would, yeah, definitely. I'm going to scan that one. So I thought that, oh, and I've got, this is out of an encyclopedia from, this is actually vintage, but it's not, because it's 1935. So it's 10 more years and it'll be an antique. And then we've got some old, oh, what's she got here? Holding it together with a pin. And this, yeah, I don't know, that's probably a bit big. But I have got antique lace, antique and vintage lace. All my lace is antique and vintage. So, yeah, don't know. So I thought that we would, where's that little, I thought we'll use that as the base and we'll just collage up some of these old papers and copies of old papers to create antique. And then I've just pulled out, this is a Tim Holtz thing because, you know, Roses always tie everything together. Maybe some of this one. Don't know. Right. So do we want? Yeah, that's how, I don't even know how big this is. Let's see. It is just a little bit over 5 by just a bit under 4. That'll do. Look at this. Made in France. When I got it from an op shop, and it's all joined together. There's all these safety pins where all the ends have been joined, so it's been wound back on, and it's all started to colour in different. I think we'll use some of that. Definitely this one at the bottom. Perfect. Okay, let us begin. Sure. I just want to build up some layers. Oh, I've got my old music as well. I think I've got more of that in here somewhere. Yeah. Sort of, I collaged up some layers, almost like when you do a masterboard. See, like this page is, that's because this is Bristleways, it's already ripped. So I just ripped that bit off. That didn't rip very well. Paper always rips one way better than the other because it does have a grain. If we do just like this, just build up some, needs to be wider than that. Like this, and we'll just fill the little calling card up. I want, no, I'm going to leave it there because I like the colour, just it gets dark on the edge. We go like this, and we can, I've got my little piece of human paper. That could be the bit that goes in there, couldn't it? So it only needs to be up here and under there. Which way do we want it? That way? Yes, I think so. So that's a good base. Just need to get that little bit out of the, poking out the side there. You can still see the gold and the white from the little card. That's also vintage, it's not antique. Yeah, so to be antique it needs to be 100 years old. Oh, excuse me, I have a phone call. Ah, well, I don't know whose that was. They just hung up. Must have been a what do you call it, junk call. Okay, let's stick that down. Now, because all of these papers are fragile, I can't use my glue stick because they'll, everything will just fall apart. So if you have, if you're lucky enough to get stuff that's really old, you can just, you know, scan it and then keep printing it out and using it over and over, or use it in your digitals. I've done that with and just make sure that they're out of copyright. So I think copyright's about 90 years. I don't know, you just have to check. Each country's different, and sometimes even each state within a country is different. So, but like this little book, for example, is 1862. I'd have to be able to, which very hard for me to look up and see if it had been reprinted and the copyright renewed, so I don't know whether I can reuse it. Some of the books and things are like, I've gotten paper packs like this from Rachel at Roxy Creations, who lives over in Italy, and all of her stuff, like, it's so old, there's no copyright on it and left, because, you know, one, the companies don't exist, and the papers, some of hers are like from the 1600s, and so the copyrights they're just not there anymore. So you can, when I've got those paper packs, I have used some of the papers, but I can scan them and use them as in my digitals, because they're out of copyright. Okay, right, there's a little base for our car. Oh no, I got it, it's all good. I'm going to, that hasn't quite, but we'll leave that because it comes down. I've got maybe, oops, as she throws it on the floor. Oh, excuse me. It just flew away like a little fairy. Where's my... Just get this white off. Right, now, just, where's my piece? There we go. What if we, this is nice. We could have that, oh, I could, oh no, that's upside down. That's cute. Let's just rip that bit out. And we could have only want a little bit. Like this. I did bring out my new, made to look very old, let's just cut it half. Build up layer upon layer upon layer, slowly. This will need inking because I don't like I bought these once, like the flowers and the butterflies, and they've just sat there because they're such thick card you can't cut, but I hate the white around it. That's why I have to ink it. And where's the end of my... That's the problem, is I actually don't know where the ends are. I just have to undo. I'll just put that there to hold it on. I've got a little bit here. What if we just put a little bit there? That'd be nice. Something like that. Oh, I'll just ink around it. That's what I'll do. That'll help. Bring it out. Give it a wrinkle. Make it look antiqued, old and wrinkly. Okay, let's do it. Put that bit of muslin down there. And then we'll have that. Oh, that doesn't want to come out at all. Oh, there we go. I'll pop this down. And then a little bit of pink trim. Right. There we go. Just a little bit under there. I didn't go all the way. Good. It's a bit too much. Let's find something softer. This is actually this is antique. This lace, stunning. How about we just have a little I'm covering my words that I didn't want to cover. Or do I go that way? No, I don't. I think it's too big, which is a shame. It's beautiful. This one too is also an antique. This is vintage, this one. Okay, I found this little one here. Look how fine that is. It's been tattered, so, and this is also antique, and look how fine. I think that might be just perfect. We'll come about there. Okay, kind of needs something there, doesn't it? Well, I have got plenty of old stamps and more. Well, these are all, none of these are antique as such. $5D. I don't even know what $5D is. I'm sure I can find one with, so some of these are old stamps and some of them are cut out of printables, and I don't even know what these are. Oh, these have got stamps in them. Oh, they've come from my mum. Okay, we'll just find one that will go with the theme, regardless. Doesn't matter if it's age. And little birdies. No, I'm still filling this up because obviously I've got all of these and I haven't put them in here yet. Oh, pinky ones. Nope. I don't want a rose because a rose will look, just take away from that one. Too pink. No, I think it probably needs to be brownish. Okay, no, not blue. Not quite right. Nope. I think that should go that. No, it shouldn't. It should go that way. That could do it. That's not a. That's a printable. It's not a real stamp. Oh, they're all Christmas. We don't want that one. I think that one will do. Closest. There's a big job for me, putting all of those. I have them all in colour order, just to be weird. Well, it just makes it easier when I think, oh, I want something that's green or cream or something. Right. There we go. And does it need a little tab at the top? Music one. Music might be nice. Yes. What are these ones? I just spied. That one might look better. But is there two of them? Oh, there is. Because then we can put one on the back and one on the front. Well, they're not the same, but close enough. Why don't we put that there, stick that one on the back, and we can put an eyelet and a dangle. Perfect. Get one lot of glue out of it, and then it's enough. That's it. Okay, let's put an eyelet up the top. Well, this might have to be a big eyelet because that won't go through the little eyelets. A big eyelet. Through the top, on the side, about there. Put the setter. Find an eyelet, a big eyelet. Where are my big eyelets? Here. Nope. Yep. It's a coppery goldy one. It's not true gold. Oh, I think this is the same as the one I used the other day. I don't know where they're from, but they're really weird. They don't set at all. The problem is I've got so many eyelets in there it'll take me forever to try and take out the ones I don't need. Alright, so we need a little bulb pin. And we'll go with one of the places I buy clothes from, their tags are always pinned to the label in your clothing with a bulb pin. So it's also, and Jennifer buys stuff there as well. I go, oh, that's a shame. Just add it to my jar. Okay. What are we going to put on there? About a little bit of crochet. I crocheted that. Would you believe that? I had it on a dress back in the 70s, 80s. No, and I was only learning to do fine crochet. If I cut that, it's going to come apart, but that would look super cute hanging down there. Just one scallop. But I'm certainly not going to be putting on a dress again, so that's okay. Yep. And what else do we? Oh, it wants to come for a ride. What else can we just dangle off there? A little snippet of. I'm sure I've got some lace hanging around here. Oh. Snippet of that and a snippet of this and a pinch of this and a dash of that. That's how it goes, isn't it? There we go. Cute. Okay, I think that's done. Right, let's have a look at the two tags together and we can cross off antique. That means I've only got, so we've got two, I've got three left to do. Nice. Perfect. Okay, and where's the, oh, here's the other one. So I've lost it. So antique and reveal. There they are in all their glory. Thanks so much for joining me today, the 27th, where are we? 29th. Gosh, Mandy, time traveling backwards then. The 29th of January. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day and I shall see you tomorrow. Toodles.